Every once in a while, a player emerges out of nowhere in a rhythm game and shocks the community with their ability to play at a near top level despite never showcasing their skills before. That was certainly the case for this player, but they took a different approach to how the game was even traditionally played in the first place. They intentionally avoided using something that was crucial for playing at a top level for this game, and was able to play to the point where they were competing with some of the best players in the world. Let's talk about the best no-bar player to ever touch this game, Akeem. Akeem is an In The Groove or ITG player from California. His first appearance on social media would be a picture a player took of him while he was playing. The caption reads, "We met a guy named Jamal there. He was beasting crazy stamina stuff no bar." This picture went practically unnoticed, as it was part of a larger album of pictures with the person's visit at this place. He would eventually gain minor traction on YouTube in late December, as a friend of his would end up uploading footage of him playing. Parax, a very experienced stamina player, uploaded a pass of Akeem passing an 18-footer, a pretty high difficulty at the time to pass, and still a relatively high one today.
Attaboy. Shit. You got more excellence than fantastic.
While he passed the song, his score was sloppy, to put it bluntly. He passed with a 63% and had nearly 900 grades, showing that accuracy wasn't quite his strong suit at the time. In this video, you couldn't see Akeem, nor could you see him in the next video of him playing, so he just seemed like a player that was pretty solid at the game. It wouldn't be for a full year until there was footage of him playing without the bar on December 2nd, 2014, getting very far into the 18-footer for We Love Llama. This video was eye-opening to say the least. It was almost unheard of seeing any player attempting to pass an 18 without the bar. At this time, the only person that was consistently passing songs this hard was Prolix with some 17s, and a few of Mad's scores a few years back as well. Akeem was still relatively underground in the community. His name was out there, but he wasn't quite a household name in top player discussions. On June 1st, 2015, the 4th edition of the East Coast Stamina Tournament was announced. On August 15th, 2015, Akeem had passed the qualifying song for the tournament, and his score would be good enough to qualify to play in the tournament as well.
That's it! That's it! That's it! That's it! Oh! Come on! Keep going! There! I need work my FA. I'm getting tired.
Just shortly after passing the qualifier, he would actually go on to pass his first 19 ever, Pendulum East Central Mix Side A, the hour-long marathon course for the tournament East Coast Stamina 3, and as you can see, he was starting to score pretty normally on songs and was able to get in the 80s range with his new passes.
Dude! Not tired. I don't know how to take that.
Over the months to prepare for ECS4, Parax would upload a few more of Akeem's plays to his channel, passing 19 such as Tripping Traffic, Soldiers of the Wasteland, and In My Life, In My Mind. The thing about these passes was that his life bar was exceptionally good when passing these. He was virtually never at risk of failing, and maintained a pretty healthy life bar the entire time, which isn't easy to do when going for new passes. The next logical thing to do at this point would be to attempt a 20-footer, and that's exactly what Akeem did in his last 19 pass video. And he would actually get decently far into the song. Akeem wouldn't post any more scores until the day finally arrived, East Coast Stamina 4. The format of this tournament is pretty straightforward. The first day, a player attempts to pass the marathon course, in this case, Pendulum East Central Mix Side B, another hour-long marathon that would be slightly harder than the Side A mix from the previous tournament. A player tries to score as well as possible on it, and that is their set for the day. The second or third day, the player plays through what is called a raw output set, where a player tries to accumulate as many points as possible in 1 hour through playing many stamina files. The scoring system used to calculate points for individual songs is a bit complex, so I will link the thread below if you would like to know more. Akeem would actually have an amazing start to the tournament, as he would pass the marathon with ease and would put himself at 7th place at a very stacked tournament filled with seasoned veterans of the game.
Nice. Got it! Alright, awesome. Don't hit the mine, don't hit the mine. Eric, Phil!
Qualifying for an ECS was already crazy enough no bar, but to be a contender for top 8 at a tournament was a feat in its own right. He wasn't done yet though, because he still had his day 2 set to play, and this would be a make or break to see how well Akeem could hold up with the big dogs. He would start off his session fairly simple. An 89 on Division 4, a 92 on Silver Screen, and a 90 on my Sphere will go on. It was refreshing to say the least to see him scoring well in these difficulties given his troubles with accuracy in the past. Then, he would throw everyone a curveball. Remember the 20 he tried passing before? Well, he ended up passing it, with an 82 at that. He then went on to not pass just 1, but 2 20s, passing no more faking with an 81 as well.
Good. Oh my god, that's the best one.
You look like you had a lot of fun. Yeah. That one was like so much fucking hurt.
The first ever 20 passes no bar, done right in the middle of a tournament setting. We would find out later that he had actually passed Anime Madness a week and a half before the tournament, but this footage wasn't uploaded until much later. He then went on to finish his set passing Kata Yoko no Tori and Caprice, and that would be the end of his set.
Come on, Jamal, come on. You're almost there. Good. Come on, Pookie. Nothing. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good job.
Sorry, I just like have it in my head. Yeah. No, it's fucking sick, dude. Good job.
According to his score spreadsheet, he was playing for 53 minutes out of the hour he had to play, meaning he only took a minute at max for his breaks in between songs. So how well did Akeem do? He placed 4th. That's right, a no-bar player placed 4th at a stacked invitational stamina tournament and showed the best no-bar play this game has and probably will ever see. A truly remarkable statement made in the game, and a moment that will go down as one of the best performances at a stamina tournament ever. So where is Akeem now? Akeem's showing at East Coast Stamina is actually the last existing footage we have of him playing, and really the last existing footage of him in general. He also deleted his Facebook, and his whereabouts have been generally unknown ever since. I had reached out to Parax regarding him, but he hasn't seemed to have kept in contact with him in quite some time either. There was a post in 2017 of him asking for something in the buy and sell rhythm gamers group, but that seems to be all that exists. Surprisingly enough, there is evidence of Akeem playing semi-actively still. In 2018, he attached a picture to one of his old scores on the site Groove Stats, a place for ITG scores, and it would be a 21 pass on Trails of Coldstream FC, without the bar of course. He has other scores listed in May of 2018, but none of which have a picture attached to them. He also has a separate profile he used in 2018 for scores he obtained using an altitude mask, but this profile has gone inactive since early 2018. Whether he will return to the scene publicly remains a mystery, as his spontaneous appearance and ability to dominate the game no bar was a mystery itself. An absolute anomaly in not just ITG, but rhythm games in general, and whether or not we will see someone live up to the precedent he set for this playstyle is uncertain. Thank you all for watching. I'd like to give a shout out to all of my patrons for supporting the channel, and feel free to check out my Patreon along with my other links below. I'll see you all in whatever video I upload next, and take care.